Okay. Here we go. It's Kotzi's map pick, so let's... I think it is him. Anyway, let's just start on him, because he has his favorite champion in his hands. And he starts at the spawn with his favorite weapon. He knows, because of the piercing side, that his opponent is not gonna be there to pick up the item. Oh, but now he gets a bit greedy, and nice use of the orb to avoid damage, pick up the railgun and the heavy at basically the same time. But yeah, he didn't really use it right away to answer back, and Kotzi now opened up. No rockets for Synthesis means he needs to retreat that, and does so, but I would want to see a little bit of damage here maybe. And there we go, Synthesis lightning gun is on point, but so is Kotzi's rail, and this one is enough. First frag, and the heavy's there as a reward for him. Tie. Because when you don't hit the rail and stand out in the open and have nothing to fall back or hide behind, good luck. There we go, a nice shot there. Kotzi jumped to get himself a rocket angle, but in the end it was his demise because he just... yeah, gave Synthesis the opportunity to land a rail of himself. Synthesis now... he waits again for Kotzi's approach on a major item. And with only one weapon, I think that was a little bit of an overconfident move for him. And now collects the rocket launcher, goes up the middle position, lands decent damage, and is definitely looking to punish the pickup and maybe even push in now that he dealt so much rocket damage. But the direct and the railgun could spell trouble. But Kotzi read the situation well enough to keep pressure Synthesis right there, because the rail needs to reload, and there you go, it ties up the game. Kotzi gained the frag, but lost complete control, and this ends in a frag for his opponent. No railgun for the Ranger yet, but also not very much of a big arsenal for the Visor, who chooses to charge on forward, lands a nice rocket, kind of traded though. And there's not much gained for Kotzi in this situation. He got a good resource of the light armor at upper T-con there. But these rockets are just too much to handle. Hammering Kotzikacki around like nothing. There you go. Oh. And there, I would have... okay, yeah, Kotzi was pushing in there, but if Synthesis could have delayed that orb a little bit longer, he might as well have no trouble picking up the heavy. He ended up having none because Kotzi didn't decide to punish that position, but yeah, still a nice play for Synthesis. And Kotzi now picks up the Mega, but oh, nice repeat there. Synthesis couldn't move backwards into the light armor, turned around, didn't hold the angle, and couldn't like defend himself with the rail at all. Didn't see Kotzi peeking, couldn't jiggle or dodge at all, and okay. This is one too much. A rocket, I guess, and then you strip your life from yourself. Nice tracking there. Using the mistake of the opponent with the bounce pad. And again, kind of aggressive push from Synthesis with just the rocket launcher forcing your way into that against the bigger stacked opponent. Not a risky play, let's say that. Shotgun into orb, but the orb has hit the ground, and then two great rockets. But they were needed as well, because if Kotzi did not hit those... oh, what a nice rocket. Kotzi really Really saw that one coming with his face. Good stuff, but maybe a little bit too... he went too late for the middle armors there. Oh, and nice rocket, but Kotzi can't finish it off. 2 lightning gun cells would have been enough, and now the heavy pickup. Synthesis deals as much damage as he can on a rocket jumping Kotzi and brings him down to 95 stack. And again, 11 HP, but this time it's not on Synthesis, it's on Kotzikacki. But he gets away still, and I don't know. I think if you're Synthesis, you at least want to make sure that your opponent does not get too many resources. Oh, huge damage coming out from Kotzikacki. Nice switch to the railgun, and then the follow-up shot too. 7 frags now, and 2 in the lead. Getting some resources, so it was not that expensive, not really lost control. Nice direct, good defensive rocket there. Synthesis pushed the choke point, got punished for that one, and Kotzi didn't follow up. Sadly. I would have wanted to see a fight. Oh, bouncing that against the wall. Ceiling, rather, in this case. Nice damage from Synthesis. Important retaliation rail from Kotzi, though. But this one means he's in trouble. Rocket launcher in Synthesis' hands. Orb and lightning gun to use as well. But Kotzi is just trying to guard that position a little bit too confident, I would say. Moving forward, wanting to pick up the item when he had no ride. And now Heavy goes over to Synthesis. Railgun still not in Kotzikacki's hands, and yeah, you don't want to AWP up there, but you definitely want to make sure that your opponent is not going to get an item. And just like that, Kotzikacki steals away the Mega. Orb is being used as a distraction. Nice rockets from Kotzikacki, and now it's a do-or-die moment. 20 HP on both of them. And they just turn around and leave. $15 HP, all the armor is useless at this point, and Kotzi is able to tie it up again. 8-8, Mega as a reward. Some time vials are there as Synthesis decides to rush forward, no stack, and a direct rocket from Kotzi means he takes over with the lead again. Yeah, now you get punished for using the rail and then dropping into the lightning gun as well. Synthesis pushes forward, no defensive rocket is used. Ties up the game, gets the heavy, no damage on Kotzi off spawn. I think Kotzi is very happy with that. Now with the rocket launcher in his hand, he's waiting for Synthesis to go through the teleporter, but he's not doing him the favor. Lightning gun on lightning gun. Oh, good rocket at the start, and I think he could have won that fight, to be honest. But the rocket was kind of the change of outcome here. Good play there from Synthesis, reading Kotzi's movement and predicting, welcoming him and predicting his position. Very, very well there. Ooh, nice rockets. I think he damaged himself almost for the same amount than he did to Kotzi, but given the stack he had, it didn't really matter. Decent lightning on there. Nice orb, but oh, that could have been backfiring if Kotzi was reacting just a tiny bit faster and not going up the bounce pad, might have seen a different outcome, but then again, it's just an if. And Synthesis takes home map number 1. Slightly favorable damage of Kotzi, but if you just see the pickup difference, the distribution between the two, then it's not such a close game anymore, as Synthesis was able to control the items very, very well this time. Next one up is going to be Deep Embrace. This is Synthesis pick, and yeah, he faces Kotzi's Keel. Let's just hope his Railgun or Lightning Gun improves a little bit, because otherwise this could be backfiring. Okay, map number 2 going to start, and I think that, I don't know, the Keel, at the start of, like, when Deep Embrace was released, the Keel seemed to be a very good pick. A lot of pros played it in the QPL as well, and then they started to pick him less and less and less, and yeah, I think the reason for that is, once you figure out the routings, that big guy is just too easy to hit. Okay, as we are getting mildly blinded from Synthesis' position right here, and a great particle effect, let's just start on him as well, and gets the lightning gun spawn, blocks the teleporter with his turret. Kotzikacki has the railgun in his hands as a logical consequence of that spawn, and delays the item. Synthesis knows the timing, both know the positions because of the noise they make, and then Synthesis does not want to go up the bounce pad, but Kotzi really wants him to go up the bounce pad. And now Synthesis just moves out and tries to get the railgun in his hands. No, Kotzi goes up the bounce pad, no LG, and this is what I meant when I said that big guy gets hit very easily with hit scan. Synthesis melts him down, all the stag is gone. I think he won't be in time to even deal damage or hear the pickup. But there you go, he still got it and got the timing. And the rocket jump, man, that Kotzi doesn't really have that much of an armor advantage, none at all anymore, over Synthesis at the moment. Rails whiffed past their ears and... yeah. This time he really wants to contest the item, though. Rocket jumps even up to get high ground and be in the position. But Kotzi deals so much damage with the rockets there. Wasn't really a value play for Synthesis. And now they find each other at the murder hole again. Kotzi had the lightning gun, but at the stack of Synthesis, he really could have had any weapon in the hand. Ties up the game, and now he just needs to avoid the rockets. Synthesis is not missing them, though. And, yeah... as you win it, you lose it again. Control lost Lead lost. No weapons anymore. Start over new. Oh. That's aggressive push, but it worked out. Kotzi's rocket were very, very good there, and then the rail to finish. A little bit of a greedy weapon choice there, but it worked, and now, oh, good railgun from SNTHSS. Can't deny the upper light. Oh, but hits that one, and this one is actually really important. Can't hit a follow-up. Heavy is in his pocket already, and he wants to fight, and especially wants to prevent Kotzi from getting up the high ground and pick up another light, which should be spawning soon enough. Oh, low HP, and Kotzi will just hug that. No, that was important from SNTHSS to go up that bounce pad, and despite getting hit mid-air by some pineapples there, SNTHSS finishes off the frag. Whew. That was very close. If SNTHSS looked that way a little bit longer, I think he just completely melts down Kotzi. But Kotzi answers back, fires some rockets in his opponent's back, and then easily rails him. I think this is a bit of opportunistic push. Kotzi overdid it and overstayed his welcome, and immediately gives the lead back to SNTHSS right there. Two frags up, and with this high ground, he just needs to make Kotzi go in a position where he can safely drop for or take one of the items. And it seems like he's going to settle to take the mega as Kotzi sets up on the heavy woodway, and SNTHSS just falls back as no damage is exchanged. Oh, good rocket there, especially from down below. Nice shot. And not just levels out the playing field, but gives him the stack advantage for now. Railgun is definitely the wrong weapon you want to have in hand. Kotzikacki gets caught out by the rockets again, and another direct. SNTHSS widens his lead. 3 frags in front now. Good separation between the items. Means he will stay. Okay. That direct rocket evens out the stacks, and even then going up the bounce pad against the lightning gun is not a good idea. Railable he is. Kotzi finishes it off, not wasting much time.
Noch 5 Minuten.
SNTHSS is, yeah, is aware of Kotzi holding that angle, not going forward, not showing himself, just a little bit of tease there, and then falls back to pick up his item. As Kotzi wasted way too much time, and despite there being a delay, which would be enough to visit both items in a rotation, Kotzi didn't do so. Maybe he's just trying to get a bit of a slower approach to the rocket jump. What are you doing? He just yeah, gives himself an easy lift. SNTHSS just pushed around the corner at the perfect moment. Oh, and he even knows that Kotzi's not gonna take the bounce pad. Punishes the mega pickup then with the rail. Oh. That could have been more damage from SNTHSS side on Kotzikacki there. I think Kotzikacki's really happy with that trade, as SNTHSS is not able to deal another amount of damage to make it worth for him. And it looks like they changed sides of maps for now, kind of mutually and in peace. And again, Kotzikacki decides to drop down on Synthesis's lightning gun, and this. You have 3 minutes left, and it's 4 frags. You don't need to take those kinds of plays. You kind of got it back right after, but at what price? And you look at it again. Oh, and this is an overcommitment from Synthesis now, as Kotzi has the range advantage over him, but he's not utilizing it. Being in range where Synthesis is able to hit him with the lightning gun back, and then the starting shotgun is enough. And it was, frankly, all that Synthesis had left, because he used all his lightning gun ammunition already. Yeah, and now Kotzi... Maybe he's finding his stride now. Can't hit a rail on spawn, which would have been kind of important if he wants to contest the item. Nice hit there. That means no overstag on the armor for Synthesis. But also equal stacks now, and Synthesis is just playing cat and mouse now. He's not gonna show his face. Kotzi retreats to get his mega health, and then I think the charge will continue. It was just a delay. Good railgun shot. Synthesis looks for another one, and it might be one too many. Kotzikacki finds him, deals some damage, and now he needs to decide which way he's gonna go and how he's gonna move. Otherwise, he might be able to lose the item and not even get the frag for it. No, the item is still up. Synthesis is not doing the obvious, trying to give as little sound cues as possible right now. And so is Kotzikacki, crouching around, but then he just drops. And now both items are up. And I think going for this one is the correct play, as it will keep the armor down on Synthesis, and the mega health will not be as valuable. There you go. Almost no overstack on the health anymore. Good pineapple there. It just bounced a little bit too high. These ones are a lot better. Synthesis is just sidestepping them at the perfect timing all the time, and then he hits the railguns. Kotzi can't find the bullet, and 3 lightning gun cells were enough, and indeed they are. 11-6, and now it's reaching the realms of impossibility for Kotzikacki to make this comeback happen out of his own power. Ten seconds off the clock. I don't think we will see another frag, as Kotzikacki has not the railgun in his hands in that moment. And there we go. Time runs out. Kotzikacki congratulates his opponent. GG's, well played. And this is it. 2-0. Synthesis wins this one. Deserved, I'd say. Very well played on Corrupted Keep and Awoken and on... Yeah.